The topic of this movie is the checking of these pedals, how true or not true they're running. If you look at it now, the running of them is reasonably true. These are pedals that drive water wheels, or a water wheel in a paddle boat. I'll just try and demonstrate it with this diagram here. So in the middle of a boat there's a paddle wheel or a water wheel, and on each side of the water wheel there's a set of pedals. What you see on here is one set of pedals, in other words one side. And what I'm doing there is repairing these pedals. I'll just show you here in the movie. If you look at this area, the shaft has been worn quite considerably, and also over here. Now it's a very interesting fact that this is stainless steel and it runs in nylon bearings in seawater, and interestingly enough the stainless steel wears down way before the nylon does. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking out the worn shafts. Once I've done that, I weld in new shafts. Now this jig which I've built here on a very simple fashion is just to check that the assembly runs reasonably well, because when one welds this, as the heat gets introduced into the metal, it tends to pull this way, that way. So one ends up like tacking a little bit here, tacking a little bit here, checking, tacking, checking, tacking, checking, and then eventually welds the assembly together. So this is just my very simple method of making a V on this side and a V on this side, and then I can turn it to check. Thank you for watching.